I am Treddy the Tank. This is going to be my first video. I am doing concept designs for Forsaken right now, and I am going to put them on this channel and get feedback from people. So this is my speedrun 4 map, based on the game Speedrun 4. I will show you around the map and some of the features that it has. Some of them are pretty self-explanatory, and I'd like your feedback at the end. I am very new to Roblox Studio, but nonetheless I'll get started. So, if you've ever played Speedrun 4, this is the first level to Speedrun 4. You can see you've got like the start area where you come out of the cave, and usually you'd go around and there's some at the back, but I decided not to do them. Hopefully you won't have to see them in the game due to loading issues, but at the moment I think it's pretty good, and it sells the idea that this is at least takes place in the first level of Speedrun 4. We have this huge island area that I made, which will be the map you play on. You won't play on any of the places that you jump on in Speedrun 4, but you've got this area which is heavily based on it. I'll spawn me in now. This might take a bit to load, I apologise. Here we have the map. So we start off in this back corner, and right now you can see it's got this huge like arch area with a second one with a killer door. We've got this corner area with like a generator, and you can come up this ramp. This is similar to glass houses. It's got a generator up here, and you're able to stand at the edge and jump down, as well as there's a sticking out branch here, or like a log. Now I can walk over this, but in Forsaken it would be like you just can't. It's more of something to stop people from just hugging the wall and looping, even if this isn't a very good looping spot. You can jump down, and usually you get slowness. Here you've got the loop spot. There's a killer door there to purposely stop you from looping it. However, there is a looping spot next to it which can be used, however it's nowhere near as good. This map is heavily sided for Survivor. I mean, against Survivor. It's actually heavily killer sided, which I'll explain soon. But you've got over this other corner, at the bottom right, some logs with another generator. I've purposely left some of these sections open like this, to make it a little easier for people to have some interesting plays. We've got a teleporter here, which is going to be useful soon, but based on the teleporters from Speedrun 4. There's also another generator up there with two other places to get up to this next section, which I call the right side section. The right side section has a killer door as well as another generator. It's got these random walls which resemble like glass houses or York's resting place and what they have. This map is quite vertical. So here we have the back side of the map. It's got this like kind of looping spot. It's two of them. You can quite easily get stuck on the pieces of broken portal here, but there is a generator too. This doesn't really have any place to go, as there's no real connections for the loop, but it is still very useful, and there is just some lenience if you're getting caught there at the generator. However, there is again quite a bit of a backside to this, so I recommend being decently careful being over in this section, as it's easy to get trapped there. You've got the back bridge section, which has like this long bridge with a little bit of a closing gap, but the actual bridge going to the up top section of the map for survivors is quite easy. You've got some broken down portals, as well as a portal which will also come in handy soon, and as the generator. You've got a killer door which leads down to an area which I haven't talked about yet, but we will get there soon, as well as an area where if you fall down there as a survivor, you're kind of at a dead end. You can come down the ramp here, or down the side next to that portal, and you can reach this other side, which is now the right side of the map, or the left side I think, my apologies. There's a generator, the very last one, that can spawn, or 8 spawns, and that's the 8th one, and it's facing the like huge water beam or whatever, as well as like the trees and the killer door which leads down here. And this area leads back to the main area, which I showed at the start. The next area I want to show is this area up here. This is the killer area. So the two portals that I talked about earlier that would come in handy, that's what these are used for. Just like the underground, like the classic Battlegrounds map, you use a teleporter. Teleports you up to these sections where you can use them as killer to jump down and ambush survivors. Survivors will not be able to use the portal, but you can see with my mouse cursor, you can kind of jump down and it kind of shuts off tops and bottoms of ramps. This is to stop like big loops from this section of the map. And also it can create for some great moments for killer, allowing for some big plays and smart strategizing of where the survivors have to go. Because the ramps are so big, I decided to, you know, kind of treat them, especially against characters like Guest. I'm going to give you a last look around the map with my zoomed out avatar so you can kind of see the full thing as I'm running around. This map has taken me a bit to create. It's not polished yet. I will do polishing later on. Once people have given their feedback, I've had time to change and I'm happy with it. I will go around, polish the map, make sure it looks good, there's no inconsistencies or overlapping or anything, and then I'll post another video, most likely of it being finished, or another video similar to this. But yeah, like, I think and the killer's gonna spawn in that corner as well, by the way. Survivors are gonna spawn the other side of the map, next to the stick area, or like the trunk area, tree trunks, and the like other corner next to it. So, my apologies if this video is kind of all over the place. However, I am quite new to not only like making YouTube videos, but I want to get into lots of concepts, if not just straight up map creating for games like Forsaken, as I'm a fan of like asymmetrical horror games. You can see some rough edges right there that I just showed. I will fix those up once I have gotten the layout ready. You might have seen a few inconsistencies or clipping or stuff not quite right, but they will be fixed. This is just like a kind of like an oversee look around to make sure people are on board with my idea and they can give feedback and criticism to how I construct the map. I do understand this might be 1x's worst nightmare because of the elevation, but that's why the killer portals are there, so at least they have some sort of lenience to killers, especially ones like 1x. And there's quite a lot of killer doors, so killers have something to work with, because this map would be difficult without them. Well, here's a look around the last bit around the map, and yeah, I kind of hope that people are a little on board. Now, when I post this to YouTube, there is a poll up on my channel, which had on the community section, which talks about the walls, whether they should be this like rock texture, the classic blue walls which you've seen throughout the whole video, or if they should be like glass houses where it's a half wall and then it goes to the like the detailed sky like most of the other Forsaken maps have. I want to know people's opinions on what I should do for the walls. That's one of the things I really hope people talk about, because that's something I've been struggling with. As long as about layout of items, the generators, killer doors, like possibly new like things that could be added for like decoration, because it is quite a plain map, and as well as like layout, ferity for survivor and killer. I would like to hear everyone's ideas, because that will influence and help me build this map. What do I hope for this map? I do hope it one day gets added into Forsaken, maybe, as a official map. I will eventually like go around and change some stuff, but once I find like a good version of the map I'm happy with, I am happy to make a new variant of it. I'm gonna make it like possibly like a hacked version by CoolKit or something. I don't know. I'll have a look what I want to do with the variants, but I would like to hear people's feedback and suggestions. Thank you and goodbye.